Yash, why would I say welcome when mind attacks come? Because usually attack insinuates it's going to be rough. It means the mind's going to beat us up. Beat who up? The consciousness, the localized consciousness that incarnates into these thoughts, that identifies with these thoughts, because the game is to have experience. The game is also to transcend experiencing, at least identity with experiencing. So why? Why welcome the mind attacks? So the mind is showing us, if we can be attacked, we're still vulnerable, susceptible to certain thoughts. Certain thoughts will say, hey, come play with me a little bit. And we're like, yeah, maybe just for a minute. And we get in trouble. Now those thoughts, they can be addictions, like maybe people, overeat or in the sexual realm or gambling or drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, coffee, whatever, sweets. So it can work like that, to where when we overindulge in something, we don't feel good. But the mind will get us, especially if we're having a hard time already because of some life situation that we took personal, and now the self-talk around that is causing some emotional turmoil. The mind will say, I know how to help you with that. Go eat a chocolate cake, or go to a brothel, or go get drunk, or go get high, or whatever. And then all that does is mask it. It just suppresses those feelings so that they come up again. There's no transcendence of it, and the addiction gets stronger, meaning the tendency to do it again is stronger, and we're weaker because we've given into it. That's okay though. You understand? Like, there's nobody can escape that play. I'm just sharing an example of what a mind attack is. So it can get us when we're vulnerable and weak, and then it'll get us to incarnate into some thoughts that we know we shouldn't. It's showing us where we're still weak. That's the benefit. The other thing it can do is when things are real good. We just got a bunch of money, we just got a new relationship, or we're just feeling good. We just got a boon from God. We're just in ecstasy, okay? The mind will say, you're in the height of your being, man. Let's play a little bit. Let's enjoy. We're here in life to enjoy. You found the source now, man. What's the problem? You can get back. Just dabble a little bit in Maya. I mean, we're here to enjoy, right? And then you just come out of it. So the mind can get us like that too. So we need to somehow be grateful and catch when certain thoughts come that can lure us into something that we know is not auspicious for us. And even write it down. Write down what your weaknesses are and the things that you're trying to transcend. This makes you more purified. Now, I've shared before in videos, there's no end to the purification. It can keep getting more subtle, more subtle, more subtle. There's great relaxation and calmness when you know that. People that are too identified with their ego and conquering, they don't like that. They want to feel like once you're awake, everything, you just everything's bliss, and you don't care about anything really. It's just love and blah blah blah. Don't like chocolate cake anymore even. It's not like that. So be happy. Maybe that's the wrong word. Be grateful and catch. Do your introspection and see where you can be gotten. Now, the reason I say make a list and write it down is because it accelerates things. Even if you don't do that, your mind's going to show you where you're weak anyway. It's like God's agent, The devil's God's agent. It wants to, it'll hit us where we can be hit. The highest attitude is for one to say, bring it, universe. Wherever I can be hit me, because with the power of God, I can transcend this. And I want to transcend. I want to be more purified on a holistic level, because then this human experience is better. I've incarnated into a human, and a human by default has experiences. He can't stop it. You can't stop having experiences. No awakened being can stop having experiences if he's in human form. And I can tell you, the more balanced your physical body, mental body, and emotional body is, the more you're going to enjoy your experiencing. You see? So that's how we can turn this thing around. Instead of suffering a mind attack, because you can feel the current come. You can feel the energy sometimes of the mind. It's coming. You're like, oh man, it's coming. Damn it. I don't want this to come. I'm getting ready to go out and meet somebody, and now this is going to come, and it's going to bring my mood down, and I'm not going to be full on, maybe going on a date. I want to show my date the freshest version of myself, but now this mind attack, it's going to like damper my it's going to lower my dimmer switch of brightness. Why? Because you're already like defeated. And this is the other thing. The answer isn't just to feel totally hopeless and defeated, but the answer also isn't to think, no, I'm going to beat this. I got this. I'm going to conquer this. Both are the ego. The highest way to transcend something is this self-remembrance. When a mind attack comes, God, I'm powerless over this. Obviously, you can't just shut down those waves and current of thoughts coming. This is karmic law. We've somehow established this in the past, and we don't know when, but and now this current, this energy has been built up, and so now it's going to come again. It's all good. God, help me with this though. So you're praying to your higher self, or if you're a bhakti devotional type, you can pray to Krishna, Jesus, Buddha, whatever. There's no right or wrong here, or better or higher. The fact is, you're asking for this true highest power to help you. This is the main thing. This will give transcendence. It's like a two ingredient recipe. First, admit like I don't have any power. Second, you ask, or you become willing to receive this greater power that does have the power, which is already inside you too. Again, this is the play of duality. Both are there, the lower self and the higher self. The game is to stay more merged, have our attention, our localized consciousness incarnate more in the higher self than the lower self. But the lower self is always going to be there in some level, as long as we retain some kind of individual body or existence, no matter how subtle it is. And we're always going to have that forever. Otherwise, we're finished, done, no consciousness about anything. Like, that's not going to happen. That's a depressing thing. You live and enjoy life, everything, you transcend all this stuff, and then you're 100% enlightened, boom. You don't even, it's done. Don't work like that. We're going to retain some individual provisional identity, but there's an unending fusion of this higher self or this lower self with the higher self, and we get to taste and enjoy that, while at the same time knowing that that's also part of the play. So welcome to the game of life. Let me know if you had any questions about that. All right, see you.